then there's some other black dude.
Was it really?
No.
Oh, okay, that is him, right.
He's still on.
Seriously, Terrence?
Oh, he's going to the corner store.
Oh my god, really?
I didn't hear anything.
She'll show you. She's gonna.
I didn't hear anything.
She's gonna show you the recording later.
What? Where'd you see me?
You know you don't have to sit on that pad. I know you're super
pad?
tall.
Oh.
That's to help keep your butt cool.
Well,
God damn, you're so fucking tall, bro. He's like, ooh, I want my butt to be cool.
right? I want my butt cool. So what? Where did you guys see me?
Walking.
Bro, I was sitting there for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? I could go to Amigos to the store.
You know she
real
did,
quick.
You know
I
she did
messaged
text
you,
say the corner,
and
right?
I said we're at the corner by the fire
I didn't
hydrant.
even see that. I was looking. I was going to get that water, man. Jesus Christ, the lady took forever. I didn't get it.
So I was talking. So, are you excited to go to a different gym?
Yeah, of course. Definitely excited. It's fucking lit.
Yeah. I was like,
that scared me.
Have you been to another gym before?
No, only once before, but it wasn't really. I knew everybody there, so it wasn't the same. It's my first brand new gym experience. Don't know anybody there or anything, you know. It's gonna be a great time. Get to learn a lot of new shit. Get to see a lot of new faces, you know.
Oh, and tell the viewers your name and how long you've been training for.
My name is Terrence Bryan, and I've been training for like 6 months. Let's leave it at 6 months. 6 generous months.
That can't be true.
Yes, 6 months because I'm never in class, so it's like a year and a half, but I'm never there, so it's like 6 months.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are you ready, guys, to cross the street? I'm making Elisa carry everything because, you know, equal rights and shit. Women got to start pulling our weight around too. Hold on, guys. We got to cross safely. Yeah, let's go. It was all light, even though there's a little red hand there. Got to look both ways, guys. Look both ways. Both ways.
It's crazy how I'm listening.
Want to lead the way? Oh man, this is like the cleanest smelling gym. Nice to meet you.
What's up, bro? How's
How you doing? Boom. You want to give me a tour? Let's go.
Really bad for the camera.
Don't worry about it. Act normal. We're here. The restroom.
So the striking area was that one that we just passed. We're still in construction, trying to fix the place, but it's a work in process. So this is a high. Follow me, guys.
Sweet. I hope I don't bust my ass going down the stairs. Sweet.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
So this is where we
sweet.
do most of the grappling area.
Sweet. I came here barefoot. Do you mind if I dust? I'm gonna dust my feet off. Right.
So we're still trying to fix the place. We ordered the wall padding. So the wall padding should be coming maybe like in a month and a half from now. But
nice.
This is what we have right now for the grappling area, which is a pretty big area. And upstairs we do the striking, so we can do both classes at the same time.
Sweet. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. all this talk about a race Terrence. She's almost done.
Wait. She's doing the book weight though.
Would you like to test the quality of their belt tie? It's got to be a good belt tie.
Yeah, it has to be a good belt tie because she's doing some.
But it looks like he knows what he's doing. He's not fast.
Oh no, you gotta do it the fancy way.
That's the only way.
Let's check.
Yes.
All right.
Huh?
Let's look a little reckless. You ready to be the judge? You ready to be the judge? What do you give it?
I collar choked him.
You collar choked him?
Collar choked his ass.
But it was off camera, right? So no proof?
Does it count? If it's not on the internet, it's not real.
Collar choked him. Went right to sleep. Had to turn him on the side. Had to wake the
my
man.
legs,
I had to wake
my chest.
I had to wake that man up. He got
Come on, dog, let's go. Let's play.
He's so panicky.
This is what happens when you get high and do jujitsu.
I was too busy on his leg. Forgot all mine.
Start with open up the lapel as much as I can. So now I'm gonna wait for him to start framing. Remember, if I let him framing and his frame is really nice, I'm gonna be able to go back, but I usually stop it from the beginning, like this. Now I pass the lapel. Once I pass the lapel, my other hand go under the shoulder. Once I control this lapel, now I have a good base for me to start going on the bench. Once I'm in that position, I start pulling and just go down. And I execute my Kimura. Once I'm here, I got two more options. Either he start defending the arm like this. Once he start defending, I control the arm. Now I got two moves. I still got my Kimura, and I got my armbar right here. Boom. Or once I'm here in that position, if I don't get my Kimura for some reason, I start working on my choke. So I wait for him to start defending again. Now go under. Now you start going like this. Right? So I use the gi a lot. So I try to, every time I do anything, I always control the gi. In the lapel, I like to cross the lapel, we go this way, or go in this position, switch it out, control here, start working on my chokes, he start defending, drop it, control this way. So for me, using the gi is a pretty good option. gonna do, I control the lapel. So at this point, I'm waiting for him to bring me back. That's exactly what I want. So when he brings me back, I'm gonna pass the lapel right here. And I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna stretch my arm because I can get caught in the armbar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bend my elbow right here. Once I'm in that position and I start breaking it, 90% of the people, they're gonna start passing that leg because they feel that they can have a leg like, an armbar. Right, so you start passing the leg, the other one, boom, I control, I step, and I go forward and pull the lapel. Again, control the lapel, because I know what I want to do, so I'm waiting for him to like bring me back. Pass my arm, grab the lapel. And I'm going to keep it straight because I can get caught in an armbar from there, so I'm going to bend it a little bit. And then start opening the guard on purpose. When he's passing that leg, that's when I step. I'm going to pull and drive forward. Boom. And it's a choke, plus you open the guard. Yeah. Right.
Here. I rotate this hand across, right?
No.
Or just pass it
Just
over.
pass it over. So if you keep it straight, I'm going to do this.
Of course. So I'm going to bend it in.
Exactly. Start breaking the guard. So on purpose I go like this. So you see this leg?
Yeah.
It's gonna, there you go.
Here.
Now pull and drive forward.
Oh.
One more time.
Here. Is you're going to have to get me. Now you gotta get over top, right? Here. John again with Escalera, and this is?
Alex Brown.
And how long have you been training for?
I've been training for, let's say 4 years now.
You've competed in everything, huh?
I started in jiu-jitsu, and then I slowly made my way into MMA. So it was a long journey.
Hence the ears, right?
Hence the cauliflower ears, you know. I got this ear my first fight, so we were in sparring, and I had headgear on, and I went to sleep, and it was just a little dot. I woke up, and it was this. Yeah.
Tell a lot of information.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So how many fights have you had?
I've had 3 MMA fights, and I've had 1 kickboxing fight.
Awesome. How's that been going for you so far?
Well, it's been going well. So far, I'm 3-0 in MMA, and my kickboxing fight was a draw, and it's a good experience.
In jiu-jitsu, how's that? Have you done any tournaments, or have you only strictly still?
I've done IBJJF, I've done Good Fight, I've done Grappling Industries. I've double gold in Grappling Industries actually at 170. So I'm familiar with doing my best and making sure I represent.
pretty good. How long have you been training with this gym particularly while you're instructor? And I know it's a new location.
Yeah, it's a new location, but you know the hype stays the same. I've been training with Lewis for 3 years now.
Awesome. So started off here.
Started off here, and you know, I'm dedicated, loyal.
Keep it pushing, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, I saw you're pretty explosive, and I saw the match in ECF when you caught the rear naked choke, man. It was. I wish I got closer up to record it, but it was still cool just being there, getting to see it. It was pretty slick. You pushed a good pace. Definitely came at him pretty well. That was exciting. How did you feel?
Honestly, that wasn't the game plan. The game plan was just to keep my distance, because most of the time my opponents are a lot bigger than me, clearly. And
what's your weight division?
I'm in 170.
Oh.
So I'm a welterweight, and they keep feeding me gorillas, man. So I try to keep my distance, but for some reason, when I hit them, they just go down, and I just take advantage, and I just take whatever my jiu-jitsu instructors taught me, and I just apply it. Work hard every day.
Where would you like to see yourself in the future, either jiu-jitsu, MMA, or safety?
Right now, I know my heart is for jiu-jitsu, but I love MMA right now, and I want to keep going, and I see myself as a UFC champion. So that's the main goal. I wouldn't do this for fun, and that's what it is. I want to push all the way through, become a pro.
Anything you got to say to the people out there that hopefully futurely fight, or anything for up and coming fighters, new young people?
Yeah, I say take your time. It was a time where I wanted to rush into the cage, and I wasn't ready. My coach said just slow down. Take your time, slow down, and go step by step. Win some jiu-jitsu tournaments, take your time in the gym, learn your technique, and everything will come in the flow. That's about it.
So that's it. Like he said, he wasn't ready. How's your Sunday going?
Going well.
And yours? You just chilling here? So serious?
My nephew.
Oh, somebody's on their phone.
Your weakness is take off.
Why are you so serious?
Game time.
Game time. This is John Vieira from Escalera BJJ, and this is
Professor Luis Martinez from Boro Fighthaus Killerbees.
How did you get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, it's a pretty long story. My best friend, that has been my best friend for like 30 years, he's a black belt too in Jiu-Jitsu. He took me to do Taekwondo classes. Yeah. We started doing Taekwondo, and at that time I found it like super boring, so I stopped. And then he got back to me and he told me, listen, I found this guy that they do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I didn't know what was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So we went, I liked the classes, but then I got beat up by a kid, like 12 years old.
Yeah.
He beat me up so bad and I had to go back for like a month and a half. And he kept calling me, yo, you coming back, you coming back, you coming back. So I finally decided to go back, and I haven't stopped since then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, where was the location of this place? Where were you at?
Well, before I used to have my other school, Killerbees. It was on Cypress. And then from there we moved to this new location like 2 months ago. I'm very happy here. It's a pretty big location.
It's a really nice gym, 2 floors.
2 floors, we're getting a lot of people. Now we're able to do the 2 classes at the same time. We can do striking upstairs and we can do the jiu-jitsu down here.
Tell me the amenities about the gym, because I see you have lockers, you have a bathroom. You were talking about some other stuff that's gonna...
Yeah, so upstairs, by the end of the week, we should have the shower done. Nice. So we have the shower, we have a laundromat in the side, so people can actually come and wash the gi and dry the gis, or after they finish class, they can do the same thing and take the gi.
You hear that? You can wash your shit here if you need to. I think that's a keeper right there.
Exactly. Or we can start telling the people, pay extra and we wash it for you.
That too. I think I'll be pretty lazy. I'll be sold on that. Like, what? Here's a few extra bucks. The location looks pretty good over here. It's very simple to find. We pulled up to a really...
Actually, it's not that bad. When I first got it, I was like very concerned about the traffic. Yeah. But it's really, really busy. Really, really busy. I got 2 schools down the block. Yeah. I have a church in the other corner, and I have the hospital in like 2 blocks away from me. Right. So I have like a lot of traffic. So I have like 2 buses in front of me, and I got the L train 2 blocks away from here, 3 blocks away from here.
So, how does your gym run? What do you think somebody from off the street could just come in here and just want to learn jiu-jitsu or become a competitor? You think you can cater to them really well here with becoming from nobody to athlete, or just a regular 9 to 5, or coming to just learn jiu-jitsu just to learn jiu-jitsu?
Well, usually this is one of the things that I always tell people. I always tell people to come and try the classes, and 2 things are going to happen. Either you like it or you fucking hate it.
True. That's true.
Either if you like it, you become addicted to this stuff, and you see a new guy in less than a month have like 4 or 5 keys, they're buying rash guard, so they go crazy about it. Yeah. And then you have the other guy that after like 1 week that you never see them again.
Yeah, that's true. You got a lot of those.
Exactly. So you see in the first week who's gonna stay, who's not gonna stay. So what I usually do, I give them a try class. I use the beginning class for them, and I don't push nobody to compete. But I guess because I like to compete, my students like to follow me, and they compete. But I'm really not a big like to push my students to compete. I let them do what they feel like. Sometimes use this as a release stress. They come, they get the workout, they get the rolls going, and they go back home. There's other people that they're very competitive. As you can see, I got like a couple of guys that do MMA. They like to compete a lot. They do gi, no gi, and they do the MMA shows and everything. But I don't like to like push the students to compete. I let them do whatever they want to do. Understand?
Yeah, that's reasonable. Whatever person wants, you don't got. Everybody's not a fighter, so it does make it pretty chill. And you seem pretty chill here too, because as we were upstairs, it's just.
And at the same time, that's the same way I do graduation. I see it this way. That's how I learned from my professor, Israel Gomez. He's an old instructor from Chuta Box. He's part of the Killerbees. He's him, Anderson Silva, and Rodrigo Vidal. They're the one that own Killerbees. And my professor, Israel, he's the one that I've been with him for like 12 years already. So the way that I do my graduation is different, because just because somebody don't compete, I'm gonna have to like evaluate people different. People that compete, people that come and do this for like I told you,
yeah, your non-competitors and your competitors.
And then you have a group of people that they're all people that you just want to like get in shape. You have to award those people. You understand? So I have like 3 type of ways to manage to evaluate the guys in here. So everybody get the ranks and everything, but at the end of the day, is what they make them happy. You know, sometimes they don't need to compete, they don't need to fight for them to be happy.
So you do have your guys that compete, like you said, MMA, jiu-jitsu. How do you feel when they compete? You probably get more nervous for them than you do for yourself, right?
Actually, whenever they're competing, I think I go to the bathroom more than them.
Yeah.
And sometimes they go and look for me and say, "Professor, where are you?" I'll be like, "I'm in the bathroom. I'll be right out." It's that, I don't know, it's that feeling that to have your students to compete. And not only losing, I really don't care about winning or losing, but I care about them not to get hurt.
Yeah.
In a sense, so that's my main concern. You understand? But besides that, I mean, like any other, like a father, you know, when you take care of your kid, that's how I feel.
Yeah, yeah. Like if your kid trips and falls,
Exactly,
man,
exactly.
You feel like the world has just ended for them.
Exactly,
like,
that's how I feel.
It's pretty rough. So last thing, I want you to give your Instagram, Facebook, email, phone number, however they can get in contact with you to come train here, and your location, whatever you have.
So we are located in 402 Seneca in Stanhope, Richwood, Queens. You can look it up in Instagram, 5BFH House, Haus, or you can look me up for Luis Martinez BJJ in Instagram, and the same thing for Facebook.
Well, we're going to be putting this episode up soon. Subscribe. We'll put how to find him on there. All we're going to do. Call him, contact him, how do you get there? Yeah, 2 floors. Come on, New York, you can't beat that. Good training. He competes too. You can't lose. Later. So, Elisa, Terrence, and I just finished rolling. I'm talking about getting something to drink, and she's talking about snacks.
I want snacks.
Snacks. We're supposed to be living healthy on a Sunday, right, Terrence? Do you agree with
Healthy
me?
on Sundays, man. You know better.
You guys, I gotta make
This
sure I have
is Jesus's day.
You don't have your wallet?
I gotta